Well, let's have a ton of fun. I'll give you the, like with Robert, I'll give you the, how many suggestions we got, and then you just pick a number, and
Okay,
then we just, right from there, we just go.
sounds good.
So we've got, let's see, my friend, we've got one, two, three, four. Okay, so pick a number. Let's see, pick a number here between 1 and 37.
Uh, 17.
Oh, now is there significance for 17, or is that just what came to your mind?
No, it has to have lucky 7 for me, but seven's, too boring, so it has to have a 7 in it. So I just said 17.
I love it. 14, 16. Okay. Okay, brother. Here's our suggestion. Our our suggestion comes from Jay, different Jay, and it's library at Alexandria. Library at Alexandria. Thanks,
Okay,
Jay.
okay. Mr. Caesar,
Yeah.
your book is overdue again.
Oh, oh no, the date. I forgot the date. It's the 15th of March, and I forgot. It's a
Yeah,
bit,
yeah, yes,
it's a big date for me. Oh, I'm
I
so sorry.
understand. Yeah, you've got the big meeting, but we
Yeah.
here at the library must have our books to share with other Romans.
Oh, I mean that, you know what? I've got to be honest with you. That makes complete sense.
We always make sense here at the library, and we also have to pay us in cents.
You make sense and you earn I mean,
That's right.
wow, you are a
Oh, I
wordsmith.
get it. You're trying to be funny. That was a pun.
No,
Very funny.
I thought you were trying to be funny.
No, no, you're very funny, sir, but we still need the 5 pennies for the
Okay.
5 days was late.
It's great. It's funny. I thought you were making the pun, and here you are thinking I made that. Oh, that is just
Yeah.
clever. Okay,
Well,
5 pennies. Okay.
5 pennies, yes, sir.
Okay. My kids just ran through my purse, and they clear me out. But I do have some change. So if you don't mind, Leonidas, right? You're
Yes,
Leonidas.
yes. You can call me Leon. You can call me Leon for short.
Leon, I studied with your father when we were young lads. We studied all, the humanities, and we studied history. I mean, it was not much of a history. I mean, there wasn't much history, but we did
There
study.
wasn't too much to know, no.
No, there's not too much to know. It was 1 year. It was 1 year. Your dad
Yes,
was a smart guy.
he very smart.
Okay.
He got me this job. He was the head librarian for a while, and he got me this job.
What has he been up to? Because I know he wanted to be a poet for the longest time.
He's still trying to write poetry.
I mean, never give up, right? Isn't that this never?
That's right. We've got a couple of his books here. If you'd like to read them.
Well, after I pay the fine, I'd love to check them out. I've been through the 14 books we have here, and it's like, I don't know. I just keep checking out the same book. So,
Well, these are from old rack.
oh, I feel like I'm in a fancy restaurant. I can order from the head chef, huh?
That's right.
Okay, here's 1 penny right here. Here's one.
Okay.
Okay, I just need 4 more. I did study math. So I just need 4 more right here.
That's right.
Can I say, and I hope this is not being too forward, I love your garment.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. We always look good here at the Alexandria
Yeah,
Library.
you do look, I mean, it's stunning. It's
And
stunning.
I do like your robe there.
Oh,
Nice.
this little thing.
It looks like you're preparing for a lecture or doing a speech or something.
As a matter of fact, I am.
Oh.
Today, the 15th of March, is a big
Yeah.
day for me. I'm meeting my friend Brutus at the steps, and I'll tell you what, he said He wanted me, he was very excited. He wanted me to come early. He said, be there. He goes, I want you there. He grabbed me. He looked me, he said, look me in the eye. Promise me you're going to be on the steps. And I said, Brutus, I will be on the steps. And he goes, I want you to be there. And I go, everybody wants me to be there. You too, Brutus? He goes, yes, make sure you're there. So I'm actually on my way. I just wanted to pay my fine.
I'd be a little careful. I'd beware. I mean, Brutus has been in here and tried to sneak books out. Didn't want to pay his fines. He's kind of, he lies a lot. He said, I didn't take the books, and he was carrying them.
Leon, I'm feeling very charitable. Tell me what he owes. I want to cover for him. He is my dearest, oldest friend. I would give him the robe off my back. In fact, today I might give him the robe off my back because he needs that
you're
much.
just too kind.
Oh, thank you. So what?
Let me check.
Check for me, please.
Okay.
3.
He owes 3. Okay. He owes 10 cents.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I mean, he is a vociferous reader. He has a big appetite for a lot of things. He loves reading. He loves wine. Oh.
Yep. He loves the good life.
He loves the good life. Here's 4 right there. So I need 1 more for me and then 10 for him. I've got that. Can I ask you a personal question, Leon?
Yes.
Here's 5.
Okay.
Do you have a dear friend, somebody you would do anything for? Because Brutus is that to me. He is a guy I would do anything for. He calls me. I go, no questions asked. He said to meet him at the steps. I'm like, great, no questions asked. Do you have somebody like that in your life?
Yeah, that would be Romulus. An old friend of mine. Yeah.
Good dude. Good.
Yeah.
I've heard he's one of those guys I've heard nothing but good things about.
That's right.
Oh, you know what they say, and by they I mean I say, you're reflected who you are by the company you keep.
Exactly.
And you are, I mean, Leon, you just now our conversation here. I see you all the time, but we've never stopped. I'm actually glad I've got a fine to pay because it gives me a chance to connect with you. This is great.
It's great talking. I love talking to people. Okay.
That's 5, and if you could just. 10, right?
Yeah, so Brutus.
I mean, you seem really suited for this job.
Well, I like it.
1. It's good. It's good. It takes a special kind of person because I'm sure you deal with people all the time coming in here trying to get out of paying their fines, like Brutus trying to get out of paying the fines. I think he's just scatterbrained myself. You're 2.
I've been doing this for 20 years, though. Now it's like they pay, they don't pay.
Wait a second. 20 years?
20 years I've been here. You've been coming by and never recognized me.
You don't look a day over 22.
No, well, thank you. No,
How old are you? If you don't mind me asking, how old are you? Are you 25?
No, I wish I was 25. I'm 60 now.
Wait, what? You're 60?
Yep.
My God, you must be
ready to retire. Yep. I'm ready to retire. Yep.
You're like the elder statesman of our town.
Yeah. My son Leviticus is going to be taken over.
That's who I know. That's how I know you. I know your son too.
Yeah, Levy.
Levy's a great. Oh, that makes sense. Kid. It makes it looks just like you. When you turned, I was like, you look just like Levy right there. Here's 3.
Yep.
Here's 4. Are you a married fella? Is that too forward of me to ask? Are you?
No, yeah, I got married, but the wife left.
Oh, that makes sense.
She went off with some guy, Remus, I think. Romulus's friend.
Yeah, I mean they might want to do that. I'm sorry to hear that. That's
okay. Listen. I gotta get old. I have to use the bathroom. When I have my son Levy's going to come in and finish getting the money.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Hi there, Caesar.
Levy.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you? It's
I'm
great
good.
to see
Good.
you.
You had 10 cents you were paying from Brutus, your friend Brutus, yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, Levy, I'm just taking it from the taxes people pay me.
Good idea.
Give unto
All right.
Caesar, and then Caesar
Yeah.
gives unto the library at Alexandria.
That's
Here you
right.
go. That's
Okay.
4. And then here's 5 right there.
Uh-huh.
And then I've got a 5 around here somewhere. Hang
Okay.
on. I was always like, I should just carry bigger coins. And it's like, no, this has actually worked out pretty. Oh, here you go. And 5.
Very good. Okay. Thank
Hey,
you
Lee,
very much. Oh, my
I got a
dad's coming
question.
back. Hold on a
Okay.
second.
Oh, okay. Bye, Levi.
Okay, bye. Okay, Levi. Yeah, go clean up the bathroom. Thank you. Okay.
Hey,
Yeah.
this has been, I mean, I haven't had a connection like this in a long time. I'll be honest with you. So I'm going to go meet my pal Brutus.
Uh-huh.
I mean, he said it's going to be a real quick meeting. He said,
Okay.
in and out. And then afterwards, I want to come back here and I'd love to, have dinner with you. I can always use another friend.
Oh, hey, we'd love to go out with you.
Oh,
So we're open till 6 p.m. So when
okay.
you get done at your meeting, come on down. And
Yeah.
if not, we maybe do it on the 16th.
I think that's great. But mark my words.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go meet my pal Brutus and I'll be right back. Okay.
Okay, not a problem. Tell Bruce
Great.
I said hi.
Great. Good to see ya.
Good to see you.
Scene. Ah, Chuck. Dude.
That was fun. That was
That was so fun. Like I love playing with you and I love watching you play. You are just such a fun in the moment. Is that always been, have you always been like a playful fella, like even as a youngster? And then how did you find your way to improv? Like, cause it seems like like you seem like a natural improvising. Is there something that, have you improvised before or did you see an offering for a class?
I've done improv years ago, but when I was a kid, a shy kid, all the girls go off with the jocks.
Yeah.
I wanted some attention. So to get attention, I would just say stupid things and do crazy characters.
Wow.
And to tell jokes and to be the class clown.
Sure.
And from there, it went on to acting and then to improv. And same with my writing. I've written some sketches based on improvs that we did.
Yes.
With I think it was Mimi Shack had a class with us, taking improvs, taking scenes we did in improv, and then try to remember some of the lines, and then putting other ones in. And I've got the sketches up there with that Rogue sketch group, using the people we've seen in Rogue.
Yeah.
And I have my webisode. I tried to write a pilot, the little guy, about a guy who was too small to be in the police. So he opened his own detective agency in some physical comedy. And then seriously, I wrote it first. And then about a year later, Joe Pesci had that TV show about playing a detective.
No.
Guy. And I thought, okay, I only turned my script into a softball friend's brother worked at CBS in the story department.
Yeah.
And he was honest with me. He said, you can't be knocking your character so much. You can't be, making fun of him that much, because then people aren't going to like him. And I got feedback I sent at the time, being older, to George Slater, who did Laughing.
Yep.
And they said, we liked it. It's funny, but we don't do sitcoms. And the other one I got was just being honest. It's not good. It's not funny. And I knew it wasn't written in the proper way. It wasn't written like a sitcom, 7-minute scene, commercial. It wasn't written that well. So that's why, as I got older, I wrote Missing Person Finders. It's 3 older people who get together to open a detective agency to find people, but they can't find them. And the big jokes are like, I go back to Abbott and Costello and the Three Stooges. Character names, like my character's name is Ben Better.
Oh.
the woman who was with us who was sarcastic, her name was Barb Wire. And that's what the jokes come from, character names at the door and so forth. Like,
Well, that's an old school. Also, like Sid Caesar used to do that all the
yeah,
time. which is like-
I've got his VCRs of his
Yes.
show. I mean, those shows were live.
live. I remember one story where they said they spent, Carl Reiner was one of the writers. He said,
Yeah.
they spent an afternoon. The sketch was Imogene Coca was going to call a number on the roulette wheel.
Yeah.
And they said they spent the afternoon having her say all the numbers and then decided 23 was the funniest number. But they had her spend they're like, do number 1. And she'd say it and they go, no. And they would flip around and they finally decided 23, the way she said it was the funniest. And I don't know if people do take that much attention to detail anymore, where it's like you can get
No.
mileage out of those names and how somebody says something.
Exactly. No, I was amazed. In the VCR, they mentioned how if they had to do a quick changeover, they literally brought a sheet onto the stage. They changed behind the sheet, and the writers on that show,
Dude, I mean, Larry
Hall of
Gelbart
Fame.
did
Hall of
MASH.
Fame.
Carl Reiner, who wrote Dick Van Dyke based on his experiences.
Yeah.
Mel Brooks, and I think it was a 90-minute show, a weekly 90-minute live show where they were cranking out. And I remember they did a famous sketch. It was a takeoff of an opera. It was like a 7-minute opera. And he was the clown. And he went to draw a tear on his face and it was live. And the grease pencil broke and he wrote down his cheek. And everyone is like, what is he going to do? Because it's live TV. And then he just drew another line and then 2 more lines and he played tic-tac-toe on his face. And that was one of I remember learning that early on of like that mistakes are gifts mentality of comedy. It's like you couldn't stop to restart because it was live. And that not only the writers, the cast, like there's no one funnier than Imogene Coca. Like she is the greatest.
Even I think Nanette Fabray was on there.
Yes, Nanette Fabray.
Caesar, Carl Reiner, Howie Morris.
And now what you're doing with any sort of project, as you know, the more you do something, the better and easier it gets. And we are now no longer like, oh, it has to fit in a standard sitcom time frame. You can put anything online now. And the fact that you're using improvisation to then help you write sketch, like that's how I learned improv, is mainly like using it to write sketch. It wasn't like what it is now. It was, let's improvise that scene again. What are the beats or the moments of that scene that we liked? And let's just keep re-improvising until we get the sketch. That's how we used to do it.
No, that's what we did. I said, I like the idea. I like these lines. Let's add this line. Let's put her in. And so forth. And then this next episode, once COVID's over and we shoot it, I didn't have an actual case. I mean, we had the case of the missing bookcase, in which the character's looking for his friend. He's looking for his friend. His friend's name is Warren Peace. So we'd say, have you tried the library? John Keating from class was Warren Peace.
Yep.
And Jim Jackson from class was the guy looking for him.
Oh.
And it was so much fun going to the library. And I came in as the character looking for the book, and
so good.
It's just so much fun. The people I have are great. I have Larry Finer is the other character. Oh, you mean Larry's fine? No, Larry's not fine. Larry Fine's dead. I'm Larry Finer. And then also old jokes about my character, like, wait a minute, you have a tablet? Don't you eat a tablet? How can you eat something that big? Oh, I'm on Kindle. No, Kindle is for the fire. Use firewood? And that's his old stupidity. And this next one is basically, I don't have an actual case. So I wasn't going to write it. And I thought, that's it. It's the case of the missing case.
Oh, that's great.
A bunch of crazy names. Ivan Ake. Oh, go see a doctor.
Well, that wordplay, that whole word play back and forth has been a little bit lost. And that's, I grew up on a similar kind of humor where it's that Three Stooges or the Marx Brothers, and it's that the John Cleese school of like using those words and the clever take on those. And now that you've got, when you talked about, you were just talking earlier about class, you were talking about Rogue Improv, which is a place I teach at whenever I can. And it's great. Michael runs it there. And it's like one of my favorite places to teach because it's just people who are good people getting there. They're not trying to go anywhere. It's not like I'm trying to get on a show or I'm trying to get on a team. It's just like, we're just people of all different demographics who like improvising. We're going to get together. We were getting together in a back room of a church before COVID shut it down. Yeah. And now we still do some virtual stuff, but that group of people at Rogue are just nice people.
Oh,
They're
nice people. It's a real community.
It's a community.
We meet on Zoom. We had 25 last week. And the first Monday of every month, he does a jam. He calls it Chuck. So he had me take a picture of myself, a cracker with some jam on it. So if you'll see it, when he puts it up on Rogue for the Monday Night Jam, there's me. So I'll do anything for a laugh. I'll go,
But not only will you do anything for a laugh, which is that confidence is something that needs to be taught, but also you'll support till the cows come home, your scene partner. Like, you are someone who's like, I'll find the funny within what you want to do. That's what makes you such a great improviser, is you go, yeah, we're in this together. You don't, I haven't seen you have arguments or deny someone. You're always of like, what can I do to serve this scene? Which is like,
I've had to work on that. I've gotten better. You make it easy by giving me hints. It's the 15th of March. Oh yeah, you're going to see Brutus. And then playing off you was easy.
So
my confidence builder was, I was sent out to audition for The Good Doctor. So I'm thinking, Neil Simon's play? I forgot it was a TV show. And it was for a guest star role. I've been only going up for co-star. So I went in, I figured, I'm probably not going to get it. So I read for the woman. I said, that didn't feel right. Can I try it again? Let me just try it again. I got a call back. They sent me to the wrong place. I went back to the original place, drive down to La Brea. I parked 4 blocks away, didn't know I could park. I'm in there, okay. I go in, I'm reading with a producer, with the casting director lady. Because that was good, try it this way. Try it that way. They went with, I can't think of his name, character director, Paul.
Okay.
Heavyset guy. Here I am, a little guy, but they probably already had him in mind. But that gave me confidence that I got called back on a guest star.
It's huge.
That close.
It's huge. You're right. It's huge. And it's those moments of I heard somebody years ago say your job as an actor is to audition. And that got you also in the minds of that casting director and that producer that it might not be that role, but they're going to know in the future, they're going to go, bring that guy Chuck back in because we like what he did.
Yeah, I did. Last one, big TV show I booked was, I told them at Rogue. What's the one with Helen Hunt and Paul Weiser they brought back? Oh, Mad About You.
Yeah,
the reboot.
Yeah.
And I was in it, and I was shooting it. And then Helen Hunt had the auto accident. We had to wait till the following week. And I was there Monday, Tuesday, but Wednesday, I had made a commitment to another commercial weeks ago.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting to shoot. And one of my good qualities is integrity, which we used in our class last week. It's like, I told them I was going nuts between my theatrical agent and commercial agent. Well, did the commercial people tell you when can I come later? And call my theatrical agent, tell them I don't know yet. And they never gave me time off. So they were nice. Mad About People were very good, but then Wednesday morning they said, no, we just cut the part out.
That's what people don't get when they're like, acting. It's like, there's so many things that come into play, so many things out of your control. And those situations where it's like, you don't work for a bit. Now you got 2 jobs, that accident. I mean, it's just such an interesting lifestyle.
Oh, it was wonderful. I mean, working there was great, getting the laughs, changing they liked the character I brought in at first, and they said, don't make him a dirty old man. Don't give us that dirty old man laugh. They loved it. I'd say, hey, you want to go out?
Don't make him a dirty. Chuck's like, that's all he got.
Yes. Like you say, oh, because of improv, oh, I can go this way.
Yeah,
I'll go
right.
that way with it.
Right.
And they loved it, but it was like, they were also wonderful, but I felt bad, but I had already made this commitment. So
Well, I think that goes a long way. I think it does.
yeah, but they still paid me. So being the kind of stupid guy I am, I called them back. I said, I got this second check. They said, well, were you scheduled to come back the next week? I said, yes. Okay, keep it.
Wow.
I was scheduled. I came back Monday and Tuesday, but I wanted to do the show, but hopefully,
then life happens.
Yeah, life happens. You get another job.
If people want to follow you, they want to like, follow what you're doing or like connect with you or anything like that. Like, what's the best way they can do that?
Probably on my Facebook page. And or if they want, I take them to my YouTube channel if they want to see my stuff.
That's perfect.
To see all the stuff we do. And I can brag about now having, like, my goodness, Monday night, Wednesday with Robert, Friday with DJ Suckow, DJ Suckow. So that means I'm really working my way up. No, to Robert, to Jay Suckow. Now I'm at the top. Now I'm at the top level.
Chuck, there's nowhere to go but farther up. You are, I just love seeing you, love working and hanging out with you. You're just so much fun. And whether it's in person or virtual, I can't wait to play with you again, my friend. Thank you.
Yeah, same here. Thank you, sir.
All right, we'll talk soon, buddy.
Take it easy. Thank you again.